And I've spent my life since then fighting for small businesses, fighting for independent businesses that are being squeezed. And specifically for us, we fight against monopolies like Visa and MasterCard and the banking system that actually squeezes small businesses far more than taxes and government entities do. 5 years ago, I took $1 million pay cut so that everybody at my company could make at least $70,000 a year. And in that time, we've tripled as a company, and we've been able to move into nice new headquarters in Ballard. Next to our headquarters, which is a beautiful building where we're very spoiled, there's a lot of homeless people that live right next to us. It's very cold outside, and we were seeing in our business how people making $30,000, $35,000 a year couldn't afford to live in Seattle. They couldn't make ends meet. So we solved that for our community, for our team, by changing our pay scale from $30,000 to $1 million and leveling it from $70,000 to about $275,000, which our top executive makes. Not me. I make still $70,000 a year. But during that time, my action has caused housing prices indirectly, unintentionally, to increase in Seattle. I did my job. I did my job to solve the problem for the people that I represent. I did my job to provide for the people that work at Gravity that are supporting those 18,000 small business owners like Joe. But we need this body to do your job. We can't solve these systemic issues through private solutions. It can't be done. We've tried over and over again. And we need all of you to step up and have the democratic, systemic solutions that will create integrity in the system that all of us are part of. Please do that by supporting this bill.
Thank you. Questions for the panel members. Representative Young.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is broadly for any of you or anybody that wants to follow that is really in favor of this. I understand that the desire to want to put more money to this. I'm also worried about the other side of the equation and the efficacy with which the solution has already been addressed. Are any of you really happy with the way that the current dollars that we've been allocating to this, or that Seattle has been allocating to this, are being spent? I mean, do you like the way that they're spending this money now and not getting a solution?
It's easy, this is Dan Preston, it's easy to throw the government, it's easy to throw public officials under the bus. It's easy to point to any organization and find waste, and we have the type of scrutiny that the government has. You will find waste, but you could find that waste in any one of our organizations. In fact, this bill will cost me money. I'm going to pay money as part of this bill, but what it'll cost me will be less than our throwback to the 90s holiday party that we just threw. We don't need another throwback to the 90s holiday party next year. We need support for homeless people, for people that are on the edge because we don't have affordable housing in King County. If we start to put systemic solutions in place through our political processes and pass laws that will allow us to be more equal, we will all thrive, we'll all succeed as a society. And despite what a lot of people are saying, we're not going to be in a situation where we can't compete with other countries. We're going to be stronger because we're going to be more together, and we're all going to be on the same team. If I could be part of a shift where business ceases to be about making money as the most important goal and starts to be about purpose, service, solving the problems of humanity. So as soon as I'm in the majority on that, I'm ready to go, and I decided that's the one thing that I want to do business-wise before I die. Hey, Megan.
Oh my God.
Am I late for yoga?
Oh my God.
Sorry.
So happy you're here. Oh my God.
I don't want to interrupt. Maybe.
Where were you? I was just out there, but
Oh my God.
I came for yoga.
Oh wait, hold on. In my office, he's been in my office. So it was the Inc. 5000 conference 2 years ago. And I said, I don't have a question. I just want to let you know that I heard you speak last year. And I came back from that conference in October. And by January, we had changed up everybody's base salaries. We got everybody to, I think, from a $38,500 to a $50,000 base. I said, I just want to thank you for the idea because it's made a huge impact. And this year, we've won all these awards. And, you know, people really love working here. And I'm going to cry about it because it was such a, important thing to have happen. So then after the fact,
I said I would love to come visit you guys and meet you.
In January, we found out that my wife was pregnant. And no better timing from the announcement with Megan to now, find out that we were gonna welcome our baby girl into the world.
This is a totally different company. Actually the space we're sitting in now didn't exist. The wall was, this didn't exist. It pretty much cut off at that post right there. So we literally knocked down walls.
I was so elated in that moment because I knew that I could make some serious life changes that I had been wanting to make for a long time.
So I live now a 4-mile drive to the office. I don't take the highway, it's all back roads and takes about 10 minutes.